Okay, 1.2, as per the standard format, would be your simultaneous equations. So here we have two equations: 2x minus y is equal to 2, and another one, xy is equal to 4. Basically, we're trying to solve for both variables x and y, and we're given these two relationships or these two equations. So what we usually do is we take the easiest one and we substitute it, or take the easiest one, make one of the variables subject to the formula, and then substitute it into the other one. So this one seems like we can isolate y quite easily by taking 2 to this side and y to the other. We'd have 2x minus 2 is equal to y, and then we can sub it into this y. So if we do that, we're gonna have x, and let me write it here, x, and in y we substituted 2x minus 2. Don't forget your brackets. This will be equal to 4. Then we simply multiply in. So this will give us 2x squared minus 2x is equal to 4. You might be wondering why we didn't just say x is equal to 4 or 2x minus 2 is equal to 4. We only make these, or we only use that method if what we have on the other side is a 0. So in this case, then you could easily say x is equal to 0 or 2x minus 2 is equal to 0 and solve it. But since that's not the case, we first have to expand out and try to see what we can do. So over here we can divide all the terms by 2 and take the 4 to the other side, or whatever the result is, but that comes from dividing it by 2. So if I do it step by step, you have x squared, 2 divided by 2 is minus 1, x, and then 4 divided by 2, that would be 2. You can take the 2 to the other side, becomes negative, and leave 0 on that side. So at this point, we can now form our two brackets, and this one seems simple enough. Factors of 2 that can give us minus 1, well, it only has 2 and 1. So how do we create minus 1? That would have to be plus 1 and x minus 2, meaning our x values is going to be either negative 1 or x is positive 2. But this is not the end, because you still have to solve for x and y simultaneously. We've only solved for x, so in order to get y, we use the formula that we substituted into, or that we used as a substitution, this one. So for x is equals to minus 1, we have that substitution, and for x is equal to 2, we have that substitution. So 2 times minus 1, that's minus 2, that's minus 4, and then 2 times 2, that's 4, minus 2, that's 2. And these are your answers. X and y solved simultaneously.